Hello. Hi. Um, it's been a month since I've uploaded something, I think. Maybe a bit more. Um, Sorry about that. Oops. Um, a lot of things happened. Since I think the last upload date. It was like April 2nd? Yeah, April 2nd since I uploaded. Um, a lot happened. Um, so my desktop, my main build, my CyberPower PC. I was on the computer one day, my actual desktop computer, and I was getting ready to stream and do the Las Vegas commercials edition of Ad Nauseum when I heard a small pop noise. And then my monitor went blank, and then my desktop turned off. So turns out, I freaked out. I looked into it. I deassembled my desktop computer, deassembled like the casing and stuff a little bit. Looked into it, and it turns out that my power supply died. So that sucks, massively. So that happened like 48 hours before vacation started. So yeah, I had to order a new power supply, and luckily I had our good buddy in True to 40K throw a little cash towards getting a new power supply, which I wound up getting. So it's still in the box, but it is a 600 watt power supply with a 5-year warranty. I got it through Amazon because I managed to get some free shipping and stuff on it. So yeah, I just need to basically learn how to put a power supply in onto the computer. So so I definitely need to do that, and I need to tear this thing open at some point, you know, and rip into it, and I guess I gotta learn how to put a power supply into my desktop computer, and hopefully that fixes it. So, but yeah, this is the guy that I ordered off Amazon. I found out that the power supply that I have for my CyberPower PC is 600 watts, so I just assumed match that same quality, get a 600 watt power supply, and go from there. So, so I just need the time to set it up and plug it in, and hopefully that fixes my computer. And if not, then we are officially screwed and boned. Because luckily I had the foresight to back up at least a large majority of files and video files and stuff I was filming and everything onto hard drives. And a good chunk of the other stuff I can just re-access through the cloud storage or Canva or through other means. So that's not a big deal. But the problem is, if my desktop is truly dead after trying to put in the new power supply, and the new power supply doesn't work, then that means that streams and content are going to be effectively changing. What does that mean? Well, essentially, TLDR, until I get a proper setup again, because I'm not going to risk running multi-streaming on my gaming laptop, what I'm going to effectively do is we're going to go back to doing gaming streams exclusively on Twitch until further notice. Sorry, YouTube. But any sort of like sketches or live action stuff, or any sort of like you know, like non-gaming related things, or like reaction stuff, or just any other sort of side project stream, that will go on YouTube. I will stream those things directly either from the laptop itself, or we will jerry-rig and figure out a way to do something from there. So, also, vacation went really well. We managed to go to Vegas. We went to Vegas. We took the Greyhound from where I'm at now to back to my old timeline in Arizona, or at least back to an adjacent timeline, if you will, not exactly the old timeline. And then we did a road trip from Arizona to Las Vegas. Vegas was a lot of fun. We shot some really cool things out there. We filmed some really cool things out there. We had a blast. We ate good food. We went to a convention. We went to all sorts of attractions, museums, exhibits, shops. We had a good time. I definitely spent a good chunk of mostly my own money on everything, because the GoFundMe was an absolute bust, and the Vegas Funds donation thing was an absolute bust. I think I only wound up having 2 friends that wound up donating like a little bit of money towards the Vegas trip. And that was, again, our buddy Intruder40K, which thank you very much, and our friend Micah Manticore. And that was it. So most of the Vegas trip was basically just very limited with what we could do. So we had a very strict budget, if you will. So, but good news. Like I said, we did shoot and film some cool stuff while out there. And you'll see some of that in upcoming videos and stuff as well, too. So, hopefully I can get my computer fixed. And hopefully I can get back to editing and multi-streaming and doing cool stuff for you guys. But if not, then I'll have to basically edit a lot of those things either on the laptop, which will come out very slowly because, again, this is a gaming laptop. I do not intend for this to be an editing machine. I plan for this to be primarily gaming and like occasional use and browser use and stuff like that. Not for something that I'm going to be editing a lot of stuff on. So, now, with that set in mind, I definitely need a new desktop PC. So, if any of you out in the comments or on the internet or in the void or in the universe or wherever you are have any recommendations for a new PC, or if you're a brand or company that's, I don't know, willing to send me a new desktop so I can get back to streaming and editing and creating stuff again more, and willing to sponsor me, that'd be great. So I would happily promote your guys' product. So I know it's such a shot in the dark, but it's better to take the shot than to not take it at all. So but yeah, streams will still happen as well too. The gaming streams will mostly primarily be exclusively on Twitch, mostly because with those I can still play a good chunk of those things and stream directly from the PS5, or I can stream some PC games potentially off of the desktop, but it wouldn't be for super long. They'd be short streams because, again, meant for casual use, not for big overall arching things. So there's that. And hopefully YouTube videos and projects and stuff will return shortly. So this was kind of sort of an emergency vlog, if you will. I was going to try and get around to this as soon as I got back from vacation, but the problem is I didn't get back into my timeline until about 5 o'clock in the morning, and I took a power nap for 3 hours, worked 3 days in a row, and then basically Mother's Day Sunday, I attempted to go to church and spend time with the family only to feel like absolute crap. And then I wound up sleeping and passing out from exhaustion for like a good day and a half. And I just stayed in bed on my days off on Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday of that week. And then after that, I just got done working 5 days in a row. So there was no rest for the wicked. So this is the first time I've had time to actually like record and set up stuff and film stuff and things like that. So also because I took a vacation, I'm slightly behind on my bills as well too. Not super behind, but slightly behind. So yeah. I will link the PayPal, Venmo, Cashapp. I will link the Patreon. I will link the socials in the descriptions of this video. If anybody wishes to help out, I'll also include my content email. So if there's any businesses that are willing to help out and want to reach out to me, maybe help me out with a new desktop or at least a new computer, you know, because I'm running off of old hardware at this point. And once all this old hardware is gone, then that's it. I wouldn't be able to do a lot of big projects in streaming and videos anymore until I can afford to get either a new computer or a new monitor or a new everything. So tech is expensive. And if you're a small creator like me, you can't afford all this stuff. So you can barely afford to keep the lights on and the roof over your head and food. So that's just reality of situation. So it sucks, but welcome to adulthood. So anyhow, I gotta run errands. I'm gonna try and stream some games and stuff over on Twitch throughout the week. If I can, I'm gonna try and slowly upload some maybe shorts and stuff that I can film at least on my phone and tablet throughout the week if I can, if I've got time. And if I've got time to film like short little things like this on the laptop, then I'll try and do that and upload those on YouTube. But yeah, you may also see some stuff from the archive I might upload that is already either filmed or raw or finished or whatever, and I may upload those. So we'll see how it goes. But that's it for now. Sorry to eat up 15 minutes of your time roughly, but I want to give you guys an update as to what happened. TLDR, desktop died, bought a new power supply, got to plug in the new power supply, streaming only on Twitch until I can get things fixed, and any sort of live action stuff will be streamed on YouTube. Broke, need money for new tech and bills and food and groceries, and struggle is real. So that's it. Bye.